Coming back from the break again, it's the Business to Business Network show. My name is Rex Perry. I'm the host and creator. We talk business, politics, and economics. We're extremely happy to have guests in the show. Again, introduce yourself, Mykola.
Mykola Melnik.
Irene Amrine.
Dennis Haida.
Oleg Bonjinsky.
And these individuals, we have three soldiers that have fought right on the front line in Ukraine. This is a war that we all need to understand. It affects America. It affects you. It affects your tax dollars. And now we're going to talk a little bit about one of the most important stories that happened at the very, very beginning. You were at Bucha. Again, Bucha is it's in the northern part of Ukraine, just by the Belarus border. Go ahead and in Ukrainian, and then we'll get a translation.
Ну, Росія на самому початку вторгнення, як завжди, аргументувала своє вторгнення тим, що вона захищає російськомовних людей.
So Russia used the pretext for invasion, and one of the pretexts for invasion was to protect Russian-speaking population in Ukraine.
Але після Бучі всі прекрасно не тільки зрозуміли і наглядно побачили, що Росія не йде захищати російськомовних, вона йде знищувати, вбивати, гвалтувати і спалювати все на своєму шляху.
But with Bucha, and when events in Bucha were brought to light to the world, everybody realized that Russia wasn't there to protect Russian-speaking population in Ukraine, but they were there to kill, murder, rape, and just pillage and everybody understood that. Destroy. They were there to destroy.
Тому що у кожної війни є свої правила, є моральні правила, є правила війни. А Росія показала, що для них не існує жодних правил. Вони йдуть просто знищувати, тому що їм потрібна захоплена територія, їм не потрібні люди, вони нікого не захищають. Тому що і там ми побачили, що таке справжнє звірство насправді.
Even in any war, there are rules to adhere to, and Russia has clearly proven to everybody that it's not going to stick to any rules. And the true face of Russia was shown in Bucha and what happened there. The world has really gotten a chance to see what Russia brings with it, and the so-called Ruski Mir.
And this is important because after World War II, they have the trials that had at Nuremberg. Mm-hmm. And because there had to be a reckoning, which means a record. And if we, as a free society, as Americans, do not hold Putin and his regime and the leadership to account for the atrocities, it will be a major mistake. Do you have any thoughts on that?
It's very important because the Russian broke the rules of the war. The Russian is a maniacs. We must understand that if now Russian don't stop, if now we can't see the punishment on the battlefield and in how many civilians Russian troops kill, they don't stop. And every country would have tyrants, and every alliance of Russian think, maybe we can do too this. And now every world have a problem because North Korea have territorial questions for South Korea. Chinese needed Taiwan. Iranian they proxy troops out in Lebanon, in Yemen, and then if now Russian stop, the whole world fired in the war in the war, and it's terrible. In 1945, we have a great Nuremberg trial, and we have 70 years peace because every tyrants and every dictators in the world say, we can finish it very bad.
Yeah, and this is important. We cannot go back to business as usual. Now, we've got a president that keeps trying to do these business deals with Putin. He's a liar. He is the dangerous person. We cannot do business with people like that. And America needs to wake up and understand and hold him and them responsible, because we just go ahead.
We can't make a deal without the moral.
Yeah.
Look, why it's very important for us, why important for us sharing our experience. Because in the Ukrainian army we have American citizens who fight for our country. That's why it's our brown in arms. Some of them died falling on the battlefield. Some of them come back to USA. Some of them stay to fight. And then you have a problem. I have a dream that my experience may be needed for your country, and you can't make a deal with maniacs.
Yeah.
Because they feeling that you are slabki, that you are weak, and all. And after then he said that, oh, you are weak. I can do anything and you can't stop me. Okay, I make a new punishment. I killed more people. And nobody think that 1 year ago that Iranian drones killed the American soldiers. It's insane. In 1 year, if I tell about it 1 year ago, you answer, oh, Mikola, you have maybe yes, maybe no. This is your opinion, but now it's real.
Yeah.
That's why we said if now Russian don't stop, we all have you country, my country, the more terrible war that we have now.
Yeah, and a lot of people that don't study history don't understand. 250 years ago, we had to fight, because people don't understand. When King George of England was in charge, they would take soldiers, and it was the law that those soldiers could go and live in anybody's house, and you, the housewife, had to cook for them, feed them, put them up. This was that was really ticked everybody off, first of all, because they were not very good guests. And then on top of that, they were shooting people. They had no boundaries. This was what the British soldiers, and some of them were Prussian. They were mercenaries, and they didn't speak English. You couldn't communicate with them, and they didn't care, because they had the guns and you didn't. And then America had to stand up, and fight. And that's what these guys are doing. Everybody, we got about 60 seconds here. Contact information. How can people get a hold of you? We've got to do another break of the news.
You can learn a little bit more about Cactus and Trizub at cactusandtrizub.com.
Spell that for us, please. I'll spell it. I got it right here in front of me. Cactus. Everybody knows how to spell cactus. CACTUSAND. And then it's TRYZUB. Trizub. What is Trizub?
Trizub is Ukrainian coat of arms. And
That's
cactus
cool.
Because we're here in Arizona. And
Great.
for Ukraine.
Fantastic. Okay, everybody, breaking from the news. We're going to be back.